information for the United States about the investigation into this week's bombing. It's embarrassing. It's sad. We're trying to make our country safe. Our founding fathers were absolutely correct when they said that the destruction of America would not come from foreign invaders. It would come from within. From within. And we see the proof that's right there in the pudding. And it's allowed to happen. They think that they're scoring points for the other party, setting themselves up for a sure win. And what they're doing is they're hurting our country, making us look weak and weaker. It's not just you're trying to do this to the president, you're doing this to the country. And no one in the right mind would do that if they were a real patriot. There's patriots in our country, and thank God for them. We have patriots listening to our radio show today, and God bless you. Appreciate you. And thanks for your support of this radio show. But I tell you what, we live in some very crazy times. Now, we knew that change wasn't going to be easy. We knew that when Donald Trump came in, he was going to have the establishment not happy with him. We knew that the left was not going to be happy with him. And people that voted for him weren't going to necessarily be completely happy with him. But the new polls that come out showing that most people that voted for him, or the liberal media plugging in numbers, plugging in commentary according to their sources saying that Trump is dismal numbers, showing that buyer's remorse, people that voted for him want him out of office, which is just untrue. I don't know who they're talking to, who they're having this conversation with, but it certainly isn't my audience. And it's not middle America. It's folks that they dig up on the street somewhere that just hate Donald Trump, and that's it. Forget about trying to make our country safe. And I'll tell you what, safety is the number one concern, and it was not the concern of the Obama administration. He had the lead from behind philosophy, and that's why we're in the hot water that we're in right now all over the world. And in case you haven't seen or you haven't kept up with the news of what's going on around the world, we live in a very, very tumultuous time. Very tumultuous. And do you think that Donald Trump needs this attack coming from within his own administration, where you get people that were holdovers? I am totally thinking that there's going to be mass firings. Fire them all. Just get rid of all of them. But mass firings. Lie detector tests, get the CIA, get them, whatever tactics, whatever to get the truth out of them. I wouldn't be surprised if there is not bugs that were planted before Trump got into the White House. I wouldn't put anything past the creeps. I just wouldn't do that. It's the kind of garbage that the left did, and I don't know if you remember this. Some of you will remember this, but when George Bush took to the White House, do you remember the garbage with all the computers in the White House? They took the W off the computers. Every single computer, there's a lot of computers in the White House. They took the W off. Okay, it's just this kind of garbage that the left does. That's just what they do. Yeah, you remember that. But this is the crap, but it's so far worse than just the W. That was innocent. We're talking vital national security information, leaking information out to the press before that the Manchester police could release the name, and they were holding it for security because they were under an investigation. It was a fluent situation, and in confidence, they share information with the United States. And what does the United States do? The non-patriots and the losers, because I put them in the same category as ISIS, the people that are leaking this information. They're traitors, and they should go to jail. If you didn't want to pray, I pray that these losers, these leakers, these folks would come to justice sooner rather than later, because it really is embarrassing, and it's embarrassing for all Americans. That doesn't show leadership. I don't know what lockdown procedures have to take place. Less information going out. I mean, it's just, this is ridiculous. I've never seen it this bad, this dangerous. Thank God that the police there in Manchester seem to be doing a terrific job bringing the father and the brothers and other folks that were associated with this terrorist act seem to be on their trail and locking them up and getting much more intelligence out of it. But there's got to be something. There's got to be something done here. It just gives me a heavy heart to see this happen. But this is growing pains, folks. This is Donald Trump getting into the White House and trying to clean this mess up. It's not going to be easy. But, folks, it hasn't been easy for this country from its very beginning to get where we've gone and where we've come from. We've fought a lot of wars, gone through a lot of dark times in this country building it. And I imagine to correct things could get worse before they get better. So it's going to be a bumpy ride, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a bumpy ride, you bet. Because people do not like to give up power. They don't like losing power. And a lot of these people from the left angered them to no end because they were assured that there was going to be a win with Hillary Clinton. They were assured there was no way that Donald Trump could get in, but he did. And I will tell you this, I think that he's going to defy a lot more odds. This health care will go through. Just like a lot of pieces of legislation that have been passed, nothing's perfect. Nothing's perfect. But something has to be done to assure that Americans get the health care that they deserve and they need and that they've paid for, most importantly. And that those that need the care and can't afford the care will have a safety blanket and they'll be able to get the care that they need. It's a shame, but the very people that protect our country, we're coming up on Memorial Day here, Memorial Day weekend, this weekend. For those that protect us and pay the ultimate price, we can't even step in and we can't even help them. And I'll tell you what, that breaks my heart to no end to see how that goes down. That's not fair. Where our veterans, they stand in long lines, they wait for months, they end up dying before they get the care that they deserve. Things are going to change there, but we need to hold our senators accountable. We need to not forget those that pay the ultimate price. And folks, the war is not over. We have to remember this Memorial Day weekend. The war is not over for a lot of these folks that do get lucky enough to come back to U.S. soil. There's a war in their minds and in their souls, and sometimes it just never, ever goes away. PTSD is a reality, folks. Educate yourself about it. For the People will continue. We'll be back right after this.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us. It went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew was I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it, don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Wounded Warrior Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on. To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please call or go online with your gift right now.
Making a difference is something we strive to do each day at For the People. Our broadcast takes today's news and puts it into perspective with a common sense approach. Even Bill Clinton on the stump said that it was broken, it was laughable, it was a joke, it wasn't helping people, real people, it wasn't, because the premiums are too high. For the People needs your help. We are asking you to help us raise $5,000 so we can get the word out to more places that might one day carry For the People. Just log on to For the People's website at forthepeopleshow.com. By partnering with us, you're ensuring our survival and giving others the opportunity to hear a quality show that cares about America and your future. To make a donation, type forthepeopleshow.com into your browser. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Thank you for your support. The internet is a big place, but 123 Ready TV has made it easy to start enjoying all of the current movies you enjoy and those movie classics. What if I told you that you could start streaming everything now and all the latest movies for just $19.99? And it's a one-time charge, not monthly. 123 Ready TV is a media app that you can have on your PC or your Android phone. You see, this app allows you to stream movies and TV shows, weather, and anything you already have on your PC or your phone or on the internet. Plus, no commercials. Find out why so many people are using this amazing media player. Start saving money and start enjoying all your favorite TV shows now and movies for just a one-time payment of $19.99. To get yours, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com and click on the store page for your 123 Ready TV. Hello, America. I'm Keith Allen, and welcome back. Just a programming note. Dr. Pat Choate will be our guest tomorrow. Reform Party Pat Choate, best-selling author, economist Pat Choate. And he's been a friend of For the People for many, many years. And we'll pick his brain a little bit, find out if he's going to barbecue anything out there in Arizona, is where he lives. We have an affiliate out there. And it'll be a good show, good programming. So I hope you'll tune in for that. Greg Gianfonte, this is a really unbelievable thing to take place. It's something you don't want to do if you're a politician, especially if you're wanting to win the people's trust. This talk about things going viral. He had a little skirmish, to say the least, for a Fox News reporter. He wasn't very, very happy with a question asked, and this is what happened. You want to listen in? Check this out. The marvel of YouTube.
Waiting to make your decision about healthcare until you saw the bill, and it just came out. And what you thought
we'll talk to you about that later.
Yeah, but there's not going to be time. I'm just curious if you have the
speak
right
with
now.
Shane, please.
But you don't.
Sick and tired of you guys. The last guy that came in here, you did the same thing. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. The last guy did the same thing. You were the guardian?
Yes, and you just broke my glasses.
The last guy did the same damn thing.
You just body slammed me and broke my glasses.
Get the hell out of here.
Wow.
If you'd like me to get the hell out of here, I'd also like to call the police.
And he did.
Can I get you guys' names?
Hey, you gotta leave.
He just body slammed me.
You gotta leave.
Well, 3 major newspapers in Montana are not endorsing Greg Gianfonte, and that's how that went down. He body slammed a Guardian reporter. Fox News was there with their cameras. Yep. The incident occurred last evening when a Fox News team was scheduled to interview Gianfonte and his campaign headquarters, and then the team said Ben Jacobs, the reporter from The Guardian,